Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
And happy Feast of the Holy Family, which we are celebrating today. I'm Fiona.
And I'm Nick.
And we've been married for 4 years and we have a son who is 3. So it's a great joy to be invited to share a little bit today about our own vocation to marriage. And we've been reflecting on 3 words. So the first one is gift, the second one is trust, and the third one is holiness. Back in March and April of last year now, during that first lockdown, coronavirus pandemic, I was really struggling. I was feeling quite anxious, I think, about the virus. I guess I was feeling, oh no, I'm going to be stuck at home with a small child. What am I going to do? How am I going to cope? And I think just a lot of stuff was getting stirred up within me. And of course, Nick and Ben, my little boy, were the 2 people that I was with the most. So they were the ones probably getting the brunt of my emotion during that time. So I was really struggling, and I decided to call a priest, to call a friend of mine, just to talk it through, because I thought I need to get some help. So I called Father Tanzi, and he was brilliant. He gave me a lot of time. He listened, he prayed, and he said, he shared words of wisdom. But one of the things that he said really struck me. He said to me, Nick and Ben, my husband and my son, he said, they are your greatest gifts. And that really struck true with me at that time. And they were words that I really needed to hear. And I've been reflecting on that since, that vocation is certainly something that God does for us and that God does within us. And so the call to marriage is a gift, and the meeting and marrying of one spouse is absolutely a gift from God. That doesn't mean that the process or the journey is easy. So yes, the gift is there, but it does require trust. And when I met Nick, we were an older couple. I was in my late 30s and Nick is even older than me. So we weren't young when we got married. And I remember, just wondering for a long time really, gosh, is this ever going to happen? What am I doing wrong? What's wrong with me? Where are you, God? Have you forgotten me? And I think it was really important for me, and I know Nick, had a similar experience of waiting, that we just had to really bring our hearts before God and just keep doing that. Just keep doing that, bringing our longings and our yearnings and our sadness and our frustration to God in prayer. And like in today's gospel, Mary and Joseph, they present Jesus in the temple, and then they hear words that they don't understand, from Simeon, that a sword will pierce Mary's heart, that Jesus is destined to be a sign of contradiction, things that they don't see the whole plan, and they probably don't understand, but they do still trust God. They listen to God, they follow God, they love God with their whole hearts. And so God is at work in the world today. He is at work in our lives. He is still calling people to vocation. And our role is to pray and to trust and to wait if we have to.
Okay, so in the gospel today, Mary and Joseph bring Jesus to the temple to offer him to the Father in an act of consecration, an act of making holy. And it made me think that in marriage, we're called to help each other to be holy and to grow in holiness, and ultimately to help each other get to heaven. And one of the most beautiful things in our marriage is that I have Fiona, who I've come to trust very much, and who is able to reflect back to me things that I do that need changing, things that need attention in my life. And it could be things that I've done to upset her. It could be things relating to deeper hurts coming from my past that need to have healing. Been a few of those. And it could be things that I need to be reminded that they need prayer, or that I need to go to confession for something. These acts of reflection, they help us to create opportunities for consecration for each other, opportunities for holiness, which is so important in a marriage. And it helps us to become the people that God made us to be. It helps us to become fully human and fully holy.
So just to recap, marriage is a gift from God. Our vocation is a gift from God. Sometimes we have to wait for this gift, so our job is to pray and to trust that God is good and to trust in his love for us. And finally, as we know, we're all called to be holy. So today especially, we ask for the prayers of the most holy family on earth and in heaven to be with us and to help us on our journey towards our own vocation.